Before I come to you, gentlemen, Phil and Neil, let me start with the head coach here. You've had the opportunity to put the guys together. You've seen them play against Norway in Cape Town midweek last week. You also saw them on Saturday. What is your thinking about the state of their readiness?
Yeah, look, at this stage, I'm very happy with the way things are going. Okay, obviously, we want to score more goals, and we'll be working on that most of the time. But I'm very, very happy with the way things have gone. You know, you've got to understand one thing. You know, we didn't go out there and play teams like Namibia and certain teams where we can hammer 4-0 and 5-0. Everybody gets overconfident. We've played some very, very tough friendly games while we're on this getting together curve, so to speak. You know, we played against Brazil, 5 times world champions. We've played against Poland. We've played against Africa champions. We've played against Norway. We've played against team ranked second in the world. So our preparations have been very, very tough, but I think there's a type of preparation that we needed. So when we go into our first game against Cape Verde, we're ready and up for the challenge.
But of course, the concern, and you've raised it yourself, the concern is the goals. Where are the goals going to come from?
Well, you know, everybody keeps talking about scoring goals, and of course goals win games. And that's something we will work on, and I'm quite confident that we will score goals. You know, we're creating many opportunities. I mean, we played against Norway. We had 70% of the possession. We didn't create. We created a few chances, maybe 6 or 7 really good chances, and we never took them. And that's something we have to work on. But the good thing is we are creating opportunities against Algeria as well. I mean, we dominated the game against a second-ranked team in Africa and number 19, number 19 in the world. And we did create chances as well. So, you know, we need to now polish it up and finish those chances and maybe create much better chances than we are creating. You know, we don't want the strikers always having to fight for the ball to score it. We need to create more clear-cut chances.
Sure, but what do you think about the quality of the striking force that you have? Are you confident that you have the quality that is necessary to face up to some of Africa's best?
Well, I've got the best strikers in the country at the moment in my squad. You know, I've got the 2 leading goal scorers, Majora and Bernard Parker. I've got the 3rd highest all-time leading goal scorer, Kadejo and Pella. You know, so I mean, I've got players. I've got Tequila Ranchi, who's doing fantastic. So, you know, I've got the best of the strikers that are available. And as I said before, I am very happy with them because I've selected them.
And the question, however, is that you've got the best that's available in the country, and it's not delivering for you.
Well, you know, I'm tired of hearing not delivering. I'm happy. We are delivering, I think. I mean, these friendly games are friendly games. That's what they're there for. And, you know, we all seem to be jumping ahead of the gun before even the tournament starts. As I said before, I'm quite happy with the squad. I'm happy with the way the team is playing at the moment. We're getting better and better as time goes on. Each game we've got better. We've got more compact. We've got more organized. And I'm happy with the way things have gone. So let's wait until the tournament starts.
Let's do that. But let's also hear from other observers. Neil, let me start with you. Should the coach be happy?
Look, I mean, he knows what's happening in his own squad. He knows what team he's going to. Obviously, he doesn't want to give away a whole lot of tactics and team, how he's going to put it out in the field. And, you know, he's got to go with confidence. I think that's going into the competition. You know, the Cape Verde game is the most crucial game out of the whole tournament. You know, how you make a statement, the opening game, get a good start, and then get the people behind you in the country. I think we've got to start supporting this team and
sure.
looking for little issues and little problems. Let's get in and support them, and let's not be negative about it.
All right, but are you as an observer, as a coach, as a former Bafana captain, are you satisfied with the preparations and how the footballers, how Bafana have performed up until now?
There's only one area that I'm concerned, and that's the same what everybody's concerned about, and Gordon himself. It's about how we're going to score goals. And, you know, we've got to get people making the correct runs in the box and a little bit more risk taken by our midfielders to get the other side of our strikers. If we do that, then the ball's going to land at our feet a little bit more often. But other than that, you know, we've been pretty solid. We've been very solid, besides one little pick-up against Norway with a mistake that had happened. But I think we just got that. The only area in the game is just in the final third, making that final pass and some final run into the near post and thereabouts, and to cause a little bit more problems for the opposition's defence in the box.
And that happens to be a critical. Yeah.
I think, you know, if we score the opening goal, if Mpela had scored an opening goal against Norway, I think we would have gone on and won 3-4-0. It's just a confidence thing. I think it will come. We've got to believe in our players and believe in our team.
But that is actually a very serious thing, Chipper, because if the players are not confident with 5 days to go, then there's a problem, is that not?
Yes, it's a big problem. I think Gordon's working on it. He knows that it's a big problem, and then he needs to work on it. And I believe all the strikers that are there, they're great strikers. Machoro and Belle Parker, they've been scoring goals in Kaizer Chiefs, and I hope that they'll take that form of Kaizer Chiefs and transfer it into the national team. And then Katlampel is a phenomenal striker. He's done well. His scoring rate is unbelievable. And then Ranti is a young player that he can learn more on these three strikers.
Strong going forward, Ranti, for instance. But again, that's the issue. The issue is, and it's coming up over and again. Maybe let me introduce Mark Glisson also, who's a commentator. Mark, good morning. Mark, are you there? Okay, we seem to have lost one line because I wanted to pick up on that issue about the strike force. Yes, at the risk of sounding like a repetitive record, really, the issue is somebody must do something. One of the players must raise their hand and say, I am prepared to work for the team in this tournament.
To win a tournament like this, you don't have to rely on your strikers to score goals. And when we won it in 1996, we had Shoes scoring goals from the middle. We had McFish scoring goals from the defense. And then that's what you do to win tournaments. And you look at Pirates, for them to win the league, they had Lucky Lukhati scoring goals, Sangweni scoring goals, Matlaba scoring goals, Ijela scoring goals. Then it's a responsibility of everyone who's in the pitch.
That's a very interesting point. Mark Glisson is back on the line. Mark, hello.
Good morning.
Hi, thank you very much, Mark. Well, we're just talking about the readiness of Bafana up until now. Your thoughts, please.
Well, I think people must be conscious of the fact that, when you talk about readiness, the rules of modern football do not allow you to have terribly much time to work with a team. As you know, players are only released from their clubs at specified times according to the regulations, and in front of a big championship like that, you've only really got 2 weeks. So people can go harp on as much as they like about the readiness and having done the right preparation, but the bottom line is you only get X number of days, and in that short period, it's obviously very tough to mold something together. I also think that South Africa must be cognizant of the fact that this is not the greatest national team we've ever had. I don't think the quality of players is as good perhaps as previous generations. But going into a tournament, everyone really, I think there's possibly 8, 9 teams who have a realistic chance of winning this Nations Cup. And with a little bit of luck, a little bit of momentum, home support is going to be key. There's no reason South Africa can't do well and win it. I mean, the parallels with 1996 are quite stark. The 96 team wasn't considered amongst the favourites either in the competition. They had a very tough first game against Cameroon, and suddenly, after 15 minutes, they were 1-0 up. And I think that's when they and the country turned to believers, and there's no reason that can't happen as well on Saturday.
All right, but the criticism has been about the striking force, and Chippa here is making a very valid point that we shouldn't only be looking at the strikers, but we should be looking at everybody in the team to score goals, to contribute towards scoring goals. What are your thoughts there, Mark?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the striker is the one who gets paid to put the ball in the back of the net, and it's nice if the other guys get the goals as well. But and it is, it's a modern game now, total football. Everybody contributes, and we've seen a lot of players from outside striking positions score in the South African League, particularly over the last 3 or 4 seasons. You'll remember it's only about 3 campaigns ago that Lucas Potter, fullback, was the leading goal scorer for Orlando Pirates. For the whole season. So I don't know if that says is in praise of the ability of everybody on the pitch these days, or it's perhaps the fact that we don't really have any outstanding strikers, perhaps of the quality of the generation of Phil Masinga and Mark Williams and those kinds,
All right, let me get the last comment from, because I believe that Neil Tovey has got to go. In terms of the balance, though, of the team itself, Neil?
Yeah, I think it's good balance. I'm very, very happy in that department. Obviously, Gordon's got his idea about his starting 11, which he hasn't really opened up to Luton, and quite rightly so, with people monitoring the team and that. And I think there's nice balance. I don't think there's many problems around the field. As I said, it's coming down to getting that first goal, getting on top, and then just taking control and being confident with each other. And I think that'll happen, and that, as you see, the team will grow once it starts winning. And let's hope that we can put a good performance, and because you understand that Cape Verde will be pretty well organized. But if you do open them up once, then what they've got to do, they've got to adjust their game plan and come out and try to win the game, and then it opens them up even further. So it's just a case of being patient. Don't beat ourselves, and just go there and enjoy the occasion. At the same time, just produce the best, and I know we will win.
Indeed, and one of the things that happened, Neil, in 1996 was that you had the 12th man, and that is the home support. Judging by the match on Saturday, I'm not sure what people are thinking about this match. About 15,500 people turned up in Soweto to watch this. How critical is the 12th man here?
Yeah, they're very important in both ways, in supporting the team. And not, there's going to be moments in the game, no team, not even Barcelona, control the game for 90 minutes. And that's why it's very, very important that, when things are you're up against it in the game, that they get behind the team and support the team. It's critical. I mean, the nation rallies the team. It gives you that belief in yourself, and they play a vital role in it. And that's why I say this one good victory against Cape Verde will set the whole tournament for Bafana
All right.
in a forward momentum.